So you see this here, this railway that used to sit in the center of their city. Well, they had moved it over there to this side. Right now they're eating. The African dwarf frogs are eating here. Let's turn the light off, that way we're not blinding them. So, the dinosaur bite fish is eating some pellets. That's the albino. The very first one that started everything is her. So it's like the queen of her domain, and then through studying her, and I didn't want her to be alone, so we got more dinosaur bite fish, so that way she'd be able to keep company, be able to swim with a pattern of how her species swim without feeling like she is an angelfish or a betta fish, but they all take each other's behavior swimming and they make it into their own, just like the African dwarf frogs here. The African dwarf frogs is really good buddies with the female betta fish, which are up here, and also with the dinosaur bite fish. And then, as you see, where yes, that dinosaur bite will eat mollusks, which are snails. There was an incident where it occurred where I had giant snails in here at one point in time, and then when I first introduced these silver patterned dinosaur bite fish, which you see swimming around, they went on an eating spree of just eating all these snails here, the giant ones, so much so that it clouded the entirety of the aquarium, where it took me 3 days, and it burned out one of the water pumps in the process, where I had to put them in a separate tank everywhere in order for me to take it all out, dry everything out, clean out all the snail stuff. Through that process, these are little baby blue snails, which I think they, obviously they allow them to live because of the first fiasco, which we all had to endure together. To cleans every plant, every species. That was back before I put down a layer of nice black sand for them to filter food and rest their bellies on, and they even got some snails to prop up the bank here, the Euro bank, where they can go ahead and swim inside and look out the windows and come back out. With these other buildings here too. Right here, you can see down here, that is actually a leopard pleco. I don't even think they sell these anymore, but let's see if I can turn this light off so we can kind of see a little bit better. But yeah, so this right here is a leopard pleco, and it has stripes. It's not poisonous or anything like that. It's just the way how it appears. I try to get a better shot. So this leopard pleco is probably roughly about 9 months old, and that is a dinosaur egg here that I put down in there to make it hatch, and obviously it worked because he uses it, or she uses it as a miniature cave. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here for a little bit closer review for those that are interested in seeing what the leopard pleco looks like, and you see it over there, but see if I can get it in there so that way you can actually see it. I know you're moving around. In there next to the African dwarf frog, and then the African cichlid, which is an angelfish. So now the African dwarf frog is in there, and now oh no, he's swimming right towards us. And then I got these crabs in here too, because later on we're going to introduce some panther crabs, which are fully aquatic just like these, but at the same time they got pinchers, and I really don't know how they're going to interact with each other, because it's, for the most part, it's a peaceful fish environment, non-aggressive. So this is a very good way to be able to put predatory fins with angelfish that are not predator fins, and African dwarf frogs, and female bettas, without them clashing for territory if you have enough space. Now, all of this vegetation here that you see floating all up on here, my floating plants, they provide hideouts, which if you look in here, you can even see a frog peeking out right at us. But, so that way they don't get stressed out, and you see how the plants are just growing out of the water. That's amazing. And at the same time, got to make sure that these guys don't eat this foliage all around here. Otherwise, that just is room for everything. So for the most part, they stay down here on the bottom. And only like the little babies and such like that will come up and nibble on here, and I'll knock them off. I'll shake them off too, because I don't want them eating on the foliage. Because it has occurred to other aquariums. It has my mother's, when she allowed all these snails to just eat all this, and they just slowly start draining the plants' life vitality to where they withered up and died. But yeah, so like I like to introduce little things, aspects, and see what they do with it. And one of the things that they did was move this rail, which was right here in the center, to the side. So, some of these buildings are available if you would like to have your aquarium from a regular plant stick rock to a urban setting. Not only does it pop out, but it also makes it into a city for them to live in that is modernized. And it is beautiful. Right there. Let's see what the albino is. See, she's over here eating. She's not eating the pleco, because the pleco's right there. He's popping right out of his little cage. Like, boop, see, I'm alive. Hey, how y'all doing?